I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh mein Gott, sie haben Portal nachgebaut. Und ich hatte nicht mal Zeit, Hallo zu sagen. Willkommen zurück zu The Stanley Parable mit mir, Peter Bus von Creed.de und Gameception.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Nicht wahr? Ich finde mich auch überaus genial im Augenblick.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I have...
Whoa. Wir fallen schon wieder irgendwo hin. Was zur Hölle? Was ist das hier? Okay, eben war da noch kein Knick im Gang. What the shit?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Lass mich nicht alleine Stimme. Nee, nicht alleine Stimme. The end is never loading. Oh nein!
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Okay, diesmal schaue ich mal nach dem Boss.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. Das hat er. Und diesmal geht er die Treppe hoch.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh. Das ist aber Executive Bathroom. Okay, da können wir nicht rein. Nehmen wir auch nix. Wow.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Das sieht gruselig tief aus. Das ist tatsächlich mal ein Spiel, was ohne Erzähler im Grunde genommen 0 Sinn ergibt. 0. Das ergibt jetzt schon wenig Sinn. Aber ich finde es großartig. Es erzählt mir einfach nichts. Aber es streitet sich mit mir.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, ich hinterfrage so gerade meine komplette Existenz.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh! Wie asozial! Oh! No! What are you doing? Das ist unfair! Sowas macht man nicht! Wie geil.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes. Hat die Kraft, es herauszufinden. Hat er. Da unten hat gerade was geblinkt, dann habe ich mir das eingebildet.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Ja, schon.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Machen wir das nicht alle?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Steht da im Code? Ich kann das leider nicht lesen, das ist zu schon. System Power On oder System Power Off? Huch. Vielleicht war das auch sowas wie ein richtiger Weg. So mehr oder weniger.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Ja, ich fühle mich unsicher.
Was it over?
Nein, die Frage stelle ich mir ehrlich gesagt nicht.
Yes, he had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Tat er das? Oder ging er vielleicht eher zurück, um irgendwelche Knöpfe zu drücken? Oder hier runter zu springen? Was nicht geht. Es bleibt ihm also gar nichts übrig, als schon wieder auf die Stimme zu hören. Gut.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ich hab Was? Oh mein Gott. Gut, wir haben noch ein paar Wege, die wir noch nicht erforscht haben. Dann,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Dann gehe ich mal bis zu diesem Raum mit den 2 Türen. Der Raum mit den 2 Türen. Ja.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Und
left.
was hinter der rechten Tür ist, wo ich jetzt lang gehen werde, das findet ihr mit mir das nächste Mal in einer furchtbar verwirrenden Episode von The Stanley Parable heraus. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Wenn es gefallen hat, Like hinterlassen, Kommentar hinterlassen und abonnieren.